Welcome to episode 2 of A Pile of Shame, the Backlog Logs, the GOG chapters. In the previous episode, we looked at the indie game Vaporum and started off the series. That was a short episode with just the essentials and my own opinion. As the series goes on, the videos will likely change a bit depending on the game and my experience with it. I have taken a better look at my backlog and I have to update a few things about the parameters of this series. I did avoid buying games for the year of 2024, but I actually only played 4 total, so I was a bit grumpy over not having any new games. Keeping a backlog tight is a hard thing, and it unfortunately increased in size again. Therefore, my GOG catalog, which was actually 114 games total, has now changed to 126. Oh joy. So, now I am 1 down, 125 to go. As punishment, I cannot buy any new games until I make at least 10 videos. That's the deal. 10 videos out, I can buy 1 game. Let's get this show on the road, so I can increase that backlog a bit more.
For years, Diana was my sole handler at the agency. She supplied information and secrecy, and I sold perfection. We had trust. Then last August 10th, Diana brought the agency to its knees. She flushed all accounts, cut off all communication lines, exposed the agents, and used the confusion to vanish. Now the reformed agency has finally tracked her down and offered me the contract. One day, I will think of this as just another job. After all, this is what I do.
Today we're taking a look at Hitman, Absolution. Released in 2012 for PC, PS3 and Xbox 360, this game is the final chapter in the original Hitman series, which started in the PS1 back in 2000 with Hitman, codename 47. I played the first 3 games already and had this one just sitting there since 2021. Much like previous games in the series, this one is a well-crafted assassin simulator. You have a target, you have a location, you have a puzzle to solve in order to eliminate your target, and you have a plethora of different ways to reach your target and eliminate them. Except this time, there are special mechanics that are often quite useful and very user-friendly, though it removes a bit from the difficulty of the older games. Things like a sort of bullet time to aim and kill many enemies in a cinematic move, or the special sense that allows you to see through walls and even the path enemies will take as they start moving, so you can plan accordingly. It saves time, but it makes it feel more of a game than a simulator. I thoroughly enjoyed this game, much like the others, and this one is not as buggy as the others. The graphical leap is considerable and the environments all feel very realistic and alive. What with the massive amounts of NPCs roaming around. Sometimes they're civilian bystanders, sometimes they're henchmen of the target, but one way or another, this game brings it in the visual department. From the very first level to the last one, the scenery is amazing, the level maps are very well built, and the visuals are very spot on. Everything was clear and visible. All details, items, weapons, people were promptly recognizable and easy to pick out in a crowd. Sometimes you could get turned around in some alleys or some other city environment, but the levels are well contained, and it's easy to get your bearings again. The sound, as with all other games of the series, is very good. The music is cinematic and fits the mood of the game without issues. The sound effects are great and the voices are decent, making it easy to identify what people are saying. The subtitles help as well. As with previous Hitman games, the story is filled with mystery and greed, corruption and secrets, and genetic engineering to boot. This time, Agent 47 starts off doing a contract for his usual company, the agency. But the tutorial level sees you killing your old handler, the woman who would give you your contracts in the previous games, as she went rogue and your boss wants her dead, and an asset recovered. However, that asset is a little girl, and creepy ideas aside, there's something odd about her, and 47 decides to take her away, hiding her from the agency. The story then revolves around this girl, who is captured by this American stereotype of a rich, white-booted fat cowboy who wants to leverage the agency to get more money to hand her over. Things take turns and start becoming complicated as they evolve, with you having to kill the lieutenants of this cowboy, oil tycoon sack of a man, and finally go after the man himself. In the end, everything is okay, the day is saved by 47 and the agency is crippled in one last level, where 47 brings the pain to the top of the organization, taking out key personnel to completely dismantle it. The gameplay is very nice, the shooting action is satisfying to play around for a long time. The alternatives on how to take on enemies are numerous, and creative people can have a lot of fun whacking thugs left and right. Or you can try to be sneaky, killing only your target, if you have the skills to do so. Each level provides a variety of options, and some of these are part of challenges that are presented at each level. There are disguises to wear, weapons to wield, different ways to dispose of targets, and other small challenges, like hiding a set amount of cadavers in different containers. It's fun. It's a great improvement over the original series, making the concept presented back then much more accessible and simpler to accomplish. Overall, this game is the best version of the idea introduced in the original game, and a natural evolution of the systems over time. Took them 12 years, but they got it. It was definitely worth the price, and I'm happy I played it through and enjoyed it very much. Now, with the new series of games, I still haven't had the chance to play them. Maybe they'll end up in the backlog eventually. In the next episode, we're going to trod realms, learn some fighting techniques, and try to save the spirit world from collapsing in a nice and underrated RPG. See you next time.
According to ICA Division Chief Benjamin Travis, my former handler Diana Burnwood has gone rogue, taking with her a valuable agency asset, a girl named Victoria. After months underground, Diana's safe house has been located, a heavily guarded mansion on the shores of Lake Michigan. My objective? Eliminate Diana and retrieve the girl. Personal note: Diana saved my life. Although the grounds for termination are just, I take no pride in this assignment. From here on out, I shall refer to her only as my target. I must not get personally involved.